Good evening, your majesties, and welcome to the show. I, of course, am Hayden Hartrick. I am the ringleader of this intelligent inventory of in-betweeners, and these are your jesters. We've got Clayton Chalman.
Gary Gygax took my wife out for a lovely dinner, and I'm mad about it.
We've got Alex Pittner. Oh, he's muted!
Oh
Yeah,
no.
oh no! We've got Maxim Foster.
I'm feeling great, and I do support hate. Happy Pride Month, you guys.
Woo! We've got Collin Mims.
No one calls me bitch unless they're inside me.
And we've got Brett Owen.
Alex, I dare you to call it a bitch right now.
And this is
Jest.
Jest. Hi everybody. Alex, you gonna submit to that dare? Or you gonna let it ride?
Absolutely not.
All right,
Let it
that's
ride.
a good choice. Hello everybody. I hope everybody's doing well this wonderful week. I know I am excited to be here. My lights are being weird. Don't know what that's about, so sorry about that whole thing. We might exist in darkness for a bit. I'm very excited for tonight's episode. I think we're going to have a whole bunch of fun. So without further ado, all of our updated art is now up on our Twitter. Monty's, Thomas's, and Dionysus's all updated art is up. I believe we also posted the video art. Yes. I'm getting the yes. So all of the art for every character with how they look right now is... I can't do darkness. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna have to deal with the lines. All characters' art for how they are is up on our Twitter, so go take a look at that, as well as all of our thumbnails have been fully updated to our new thumbnail style, at least for the main series, and it looks very wonderful.
Nice.
Myself and a good friend of the show, Luke Gasky, did the work to update all of those, make a thumbnail template. So thank you, Luke, for helping us with that. But yeah, other than that, I've got nothing else to really talk about. So why don't we just hop right into the episode? What do you guys think?
Cool.
All right. So, last time, let me take you back in time. The party had left Zaspros with a new friend, Invidia Darkroot, a dwarven paladin who was a large fan of their exploits at the Spring Fling, a mega fan that decided to just kind of follow along. Over the course of the week it took to get back to the city of Mozeta, a few interesting things happened. Monty had a confrontation with figures from his past that none of the rest of the party was aware of. And they fought a giant barreling out of the woods that seemed to have some goblins hooked into its back for some reason that the party was not able to deduce. But they survived both of the encounters and successfully made it to the city of Mozeta as spring began to turn into summer. But as they got close to Mozeta, the weather shifted again, this time getting a little bit cooler and colder as they approached, until they finally saw the city of Mozeta and got within walking distance and their entrance into Mozeta. They found the city caked in a layer of snow, a thick, about I believe I said it was about 2 feet tall, just kind of throughout the city streets, just this whole city covered in snow, with snow kind of falling down from the sky in the area around it. And as you do approach, you do see it kind of like gradually pile up, and it is very much strangely just encasing what would be considered the city. So friends, what are you doing?
Vidya is going to ask, this isn't normal, right? This is new.
No,
Is that
yeah,
how
I don't.
Leah sounds? I forgot her voice.
I think it's
You'll
close.
find it. You'll find it.
Okay.
I don't think that's right, Dionysus.
It was not like this when we had left. This does not seem normal.
Looking at the city, does it look like there's like disarray? Are there kids like out playing in the snow? What kind of
Make a
Yeah.
perception check.
Hayden, would I have heard magical tales of such a phenomenon?
Make an Arcana check.
Indeed.
It's a 12 perception.
On the edge of the city, you do not see, you see that like snow has been moved through, but it does look like it was long enough ago that a fresh covering has kind of come out. You did see that there were some movement out of the city, but that track that is very, very subtle, just enough for you to kind of notice the divot in the snow, but you don't hear or see anybody out in the city streets right now. And Thomas,
And is snow falling?
snow is currently falling. Thomas, what was your Arcana check?
17.
A 17. You know that there is magic that can manipulate the weather, but you personally have not experienced or researched anything in this large of a scale.
Okay.
And you also are not certain if this is how long this has been going on, because there's good magic that could create snow that's 2 feet tall for a short burst, but you're not really certain what the origin is. But you do know it is.
This is like powerful magic type deal.
It is probably magical, judging by the way that it starts and stops. Like there is a distinct line of where the snowfall starts that surrounds the city.
Okay. So I'll turn to the group, be like, so this is magic. This is very powerful magic. I know of spells that can create snow and ice, fire, all that stuff, but to make it on such a scale of an entire city, this is potent. This is potent arcana, as it were.
It is more than that as well. It's been getting colder for a while now. It's the snow may be only on the city, but it has affected the climate of the area.
Should we go inside?
Yeah, I mean, I assume Yamena will have answers for us.
Who is that?
She's a bird.
Yes, she's a bird nun who is also a ninja, who is going to kill me probably for telling you that she's a ninja, but you can just
It's just a
pretend,
hobby,
right?
and
Yeah.
know, it's not indicative of any sort of anything else. That's
Yeah,
just, she just likes to practice ninja stuff sometimes.
This place is really weird.
Let's
Sounds good.
go.
Oh wait, is pretending to be a ninja like an actual hobby? Because I remember a couple weeks ago, I saw some people running around in an alleyway trying to hop over trash cans and climb up the side of buildings.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I tried that one time.
Were you the old man who almost shit himself?
Oh yeah. Yes,
Oh my god!
I did. I fully did.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, let's go, and I'll pat Logan on the back, and I'll make Logan's coat glow again.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh. Did I break something? I don't know. As you step into the city, you begin to push through the snow as you get to the line where, now snow is falling on you. It is thick, and under the snow, there is, ice. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw for me real quick.
God.
Aren't we all in the carriage still?
Are you still in the carriage? Are you trying to push the carriage through this thick snow?
Logan.
Yeah. I'll say this is nothing. I've never seen all this snow in my life. Let's just go.
And I don't need everybody to make everybody who is on the cart does not need to make a dexterity check, but I do need to make one for Alabaster.
Can I like sit up front and cast firebolt like in front of the horse, just like melting the ground continually so we can get through?
Can you cast rock salt, please?
I cast kitty litter behind the back wheel.
Zamboni.
You can try.
And I will.
So
succeed.
I need you to just roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Easy.
Just hit the ground. It shouldn't be that hard.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh god. Burn Alabaster's feet off.
So Alabaster begins to like step forward, like you kind of and he begins to push into the snow, and kind of his feet begin to like slip. And he's steady, but he's having a really hard time like getting a grip and moving forward. So you take a little bit of magic, a little bit of smoke like that turns into flame, and you shoot it out. As it whizzes by Alabaster's head and kind of hits the snow in front of him, making maybe going about a foot into the snow before it's kind of dissipated the flames. And Alabaster like freaks out. I need you to make an animal handling check.
Easy. I got a 2.
Alabaster freaks out and begins to like try to like run in the opposite direction of the fire that just like whizzed by his head, pushing against and like the chains that are like binding him, or not the chains, but like the wood of the cart, eventually snapping off one of like the main things that like keeps him in there as he slips and then like falls into the snow. And like,
we're being attacked! We're being attacked! You have to help me, guys! Get out of the carriage!
So I guess I'll jump out.
Diana's gonna try to help Alabaster get back up.
Okay. In what way?
That's a very good question. That is what we asked for.
Would we have any like apples or carrots in our rations?
It would be the reasonable assumption that you bought food for Alabaster. Logan, as you jump out of the cart, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I should make one as well. I'm
Are
guessing.
you also getting out of the cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Diana is just going to try to soothe him. Is really what it is.
Okay.
It's a 15.
15 enough. You jump down, sink into the snow, and you kind of steady yourself on the ice that you're now walking on.
Cool.
And I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You're fine. You kind of, you don't jump out as much as you kind of like carefully, put yourself over the cart and descend down onto the snow as you come up to Alabaster's. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Okay. Awesome. That is going to be a 13.
Okay, 13. So you kind of take and you soothe him, and he kind of he freaks out a little bit as you put hands on him, but eventually after a few minutes you're able to kind of calm him down as he's kind of like laying on his side, and he begins to like kind of shuffle to try to stand up again. But you do kind of notice that the reins that were attached to him have kind of like knotted in his thrashing, and he's not solidly connected to the cart anymore. Like the main pieces that connect the horse to the cart are broken.
Monty, you can cast mending, can you not?
Absolutely, yeah. And I'll go ahead and I'll start fixing it with mending.
Okay, so there's a lot of breaks. It's not like one solid break. It's going to take probably about 5 minutes of mending, 5 individual castings. But I do need you to make an intelligence check for me, just general intelligence.
Sure thing. Yeah. 12.
Okay. you kind of fit the pieces back together into where they go as best you can. Do you think?
In the meantime, Dionysus is going to get the blanket from her travel pouch and put it over Alabaster.
Okay, you kind of. As he's now standing, and he begins to try to move forward again, slowly pushing through this snow.
While he's doing this, Dionysus is going to cast guidance.
Okay.
And alongside him.
Of course. So. Okay. Sure. It's slow going. You know, normally you're used to a little bit of extra speed from residing in a horse-drawn carriage, but you're kind of losing out on a little bit of that, because he's trying to have to carefully walk through the snow. But your guidance kind of, as you kind of place a little bit of that magic into him, it is kind of guiding his feet, and you do see just the slightest hint of the snow melting just a little bit before his hoofs hit it and push through.
Is that naturally?
Just from your magic.
Oh, okay.
Your magic kind of surrounding him and emanating off of him is just kind of helping him not have to push through the snow, but just kind of guiding his foot down.
Is there anyone passing us, like, on the way, like, just as it's happening?
Yes, I'm going to ask, where are you going?
Okay.
Is there somewhere nearby we can, like, stow Alabaster in the carriage? Because it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get this into the city.
There is the first wall, correct? Where we all met?
Those were outposts, which have since, you actually did not pass an outpost in your way through here.
Okay.
So those you would have already passed where they were.
Is there stables like within the walls, or should we just leave them out here?
The inn in town with the cow eggs. I mean, they have to have a place for horses, right?
The city itself is
true.
It does not have a wall, by the way. This is not a wall.
Okay.
City. Most cities Most cities are not walled.
And that was in character too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure in the city there are places that we could stow it. I just mean, I don't know if we'll be able to get the carriage to there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is possible that we could simply abandon the carriage and come back for it once we've dealt with whatever is happening here.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can find like a little spot in the woods to kind of stash it.
I agree. Let's do that. I think I'm gonna cover up the logo because what happened last time, it can't happen again.
Okay.
The penis, of course.
So who is heading looking for a place to stash the cart in the woods? So you're turning around away from the city, going back.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Monty.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it too.
Mm-hmm. So Monty, make an investigation check with advantage.
Cool. That will be a 26.
Damn.
You find a place. Looks like it'll be pretty comfortable next to a little like natural like pond. Looks pretty comfortable for Alabaster. Pretty out of the way. Like you kind of have to be looking for it to find it. You think he'll be pretty safe here?
Well, we were gonna keep Alabaster with us, right? And just leave the carriage, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. If you're walking with okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was under the assumption that you were stashing a horse and cart, and we're just gonna check up on it every day.
We're leaving the cart, not the horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are putting the cart before the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. So you detach Alabaster, and you're able to kind of bring him and guide him through the city. Where in the city are you going first?
I feel like first and foremost, we should be looking for a stable.
Can we also bring Micah's body
Oh yeah.
with us?
Micah's body in my bag, if you were.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's
Yes.
in the thing that
The
the
amber.
capsule. The capsule.
I'm not just leaving them. It's
I totally forgot about that. And in my head, we just had rolled up like a rug. We had it
Yeah.
attached to the back of the cart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah, maybe we can find a stable for Alabaster, a nice one, not a cheap one or something, and then I don't know what we do from there. He likes nice stuff. Okay, he's right, don't you, Alabaster? He was agreeing with me. So
I'm gonna pull out a silver piece and a gold piece, and I'm gonna put them on either side of Alabaster and be like, "Which one, Alabaster?
don't do that. Don't.
Which way, Alabaster?" The gold? You want the gold? Or the
Yes,
silver?
yes. The gold Alabaster.
The gold?
He's colorblind, by the way. But
Of course.
He kind of pushes his head towards your bag, sniffing towards where you keep your rations.
Oh shit, he knows I have all my other gold pieces in there.
exactly, he's very smart.
What a smart horse. I like you.
He is a purebred horse, refined, and enjoys the nicer things in life.
I've actually been teaching him some tricks while we've been eating.
Excuse
Alabaster,
me?
go ahead, say hi. Okay.
Alabaster shake, right?
Thank you.
I learned a cool trick. I taught Alabaster a cool trick. Alabaster, check this out. I'm just gonna cast invisibility on Alabaster. Whoa! Alabaster is so fast. He ran away at the speed of light.
We just see a bunch of horse steps forming in the snow. And
Yeah, he is.
He's
Whoever is
gone.
holding onto him, he is freaking out right now.
Oh my god.
that's Dionysus, and Dionysus is kind of freaking out too.
He's just fast. He's just fast. Trust me, he's just fast.
You hear the noise of the neighs coming from him.
Alistair, shut the fuck up. We talked about this. Okay? Yeah, okay,
I just
yes.
need.
I like you too, Alabaster, but you need to chill.
I just need to
Right?
say one thing. Let's all maybe discuss with the whole group before we just talk to my horse. Let's just all do that, huh? Maybe we can all, before we start doing tricks and fun stuff. Right, Alabaster?
His allegiance is to me now.
No.
Gerald, look at Logan. Gerald, look at him. Yes. He hates it. All right. It's okay, bud. I'll make your pants glow or something. It's okay, Logan. I'll make Alabaster visible again.
Okay.
He's back. He ran so fast.
Okay.
Natural showman.
So somebody make an investigation check for me, looking for a stable.
I'm pretty good at investigation.
Wait.
I can help Thomas.
That
I
works.
got a 24.
Okay. So after some looking, as you kind of fan out across, as you draw closer to the city before really hitting anything, you do find something that is called just the Sweet Stable. But the doors are closed, and there is a chain and lock around the middle of the doors.
This isn't very business-like.
Perhaps we should perhaps we should attempt to meet with Yamena. She might be able to inform us, and I'm sure there is room for Alabaster within the temple.
Also, Hayden, quick question. There are people in the town, right?
Like
it's not just
you guys still haven't gotten...
ghost town?
You haven't seen people yet.
Oh.
You're still
Okay.
not like in the center of the town, but there are not people just out and about right now.
Okay.
This is kind of spooky.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Some Silent Hill shit. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the snow Hayden forgot to describe. It's actually ash. And Sean Bean is off screen looking at websites about Silent Hill.
So you're going to the monastery?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
You begin to slowly make your way, pushing your legs through the snow. It's hard to move around in this this thick snow that you have found yourself in. But as you grow closer to the center, you start to hear voices in the distance. They are loud and rambunctious. It sounds like yelling or something, and then you hear like a loud crash, like a loud boom, and then you hear more voices as you begin to kind of like pick up the pace, I assume, to try to see what is going on. You eventually come to the monastery. You see a large crowd of people, maybe about 20 people, gathered in front of the monastery. About 6 of them are holding on this large cut down tree, and they are pulling it up and they ram it into the door. As there is like one guy standing at the front, human, bald on top with like a large beard, and he's like, again, bust it down.
Dionysus is going to hand off the reins to
I'll take it.
whoever's nearest. Perfect. And she's going to try to just pick someone, because I'm obviously not everyone's holding the tree. She's going to pick someone who's kind of off to the side. Approach them.
Sure. You're able to find this this older woman who's kind of just kind of standing there watching and like cheering it on.
Excuse me, what is going on?
That Talent bitch is hoarding food.
What? Let's chill with the language, right?
What happened here? How long has the town been
Did
snowed?
you just get here?
Literally, yes.
Yes.
For weeks this has been like this. And they give out scraps of food to us that need it. I know there's more in there. We know there's more in there. As another the tree is slammed into the door again.
Do you not think they're rationing it out? Oh, sorry, this is yours. Sorry, Dionysus.
No, Dion, I don't care about this. Y'all are welcome to join in.
Rationing it out. I've been hungry for a week.
All right. Well, it
They
is
can
like
give more.
enough.
And we're gonna take it.
Oh, you will not. We will not let you take it. This is not for you. Look, let us speak to Yamena. We are familiar with her. We will find out what is going on, okay? Please. She's going to approach the bald guy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to say, excuse me,
What?
we are friends with Yamena. Let us speak with her, please.
Make a persuasion.
And stop breaking down the door.
Can I assist with that in any way?
Yeah, can any of us?
What you have to say what you're saying.
Okay.
I'll just be standing behind Dionysus, nodding fervently.
Okay, Dionysus, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh. I also don't get any bonus to this. Okay, great.
I have a +6. Oh no.
I still got a 19.
Oh shit. Cool.
Okay, for a total of 19?
19.
All right. He kind of takes a second. He's like, stop the ram! These people here say they can get us food. If you can get in, be my guest. And like they kind of, the tree is kind of dropped into the snow. That, you know, you can tell like people have been moving around in this general area quite a bit as a lot of the snow has kind of been pushed and aside.
Why do you not give us just a moment? We will speak with Yamena. We will come back out. We can come to some sort of agreement.
Mm-hmm.
I am sure. Dionys is going to approach and just knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. Kind of knock. You wait for a second. There is no response.
Yamena, to knock, your hand has to be in, what does your hand have to be in to knock, Yamena?
She's gonna kill us.
What?
Dionys is going
Arrows are gonna come
Yamena,
fly.
we have news about
Mistake.
Micah. Micah's dead.
She,
Make a persuasion check.
Fine. I will. I got a 15.
Okay.
Not awful.
For a minute, there's no response. You don't know if Yamina could even hear you, if she was even close to the door. But then you hear from above, Thomas! And you look up to see the robed figure of Yamina standing on one of the edges of that kind of, because I've described it, it's kind of pagoda-like. There are ledges and doors up on those ledges, as the crowd immediately starts booing. And
I will message Yamena to
Mhm.
get the noise, to clear away the noise.
okay, what do you say?
I'm just gonna go, hello, Yamena, I'm sorry to... I don't know what's going on, but regardless, we only felt it right to bring Micah back to you. So if you could, I don't know, I felt like you would know best what to do.
She kind of says back, all right, just come around back.
Oh, yeah, there is like a sewer entrance.
Not to the thing, to the back of the building.
Okay.
Okay.
We wouldn't have
You-
sewer in episode
there
one.
there is a sewer entrance into the city itself.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
You're right. I forgot.
So you come around back, and you see Yamina kind of messing with a small lever and pulls it, and you see a rope ladder kind of falls out of a little hidden latch and is now there, kind of hanging on the ground. Come on.
We'll go up.
Mm.
I'll tie Alabaster to maybe a post if there's any
Sure.
around.
Sure.
Yeah.
Please don't eat him.
Uh-huh.
Not yet. I know you guys are hungry.
So as you kind of climb up,
Oh my gosh, that's why this table was locked. They might actually try to eat Alabaster.
Oh no!
Wait, run! Just get out of here! I said, get out of here! I hate
are you actually doing that?
No.
Okay. So you tie Alabaster. So
That's
you
the
stand up.
funniest image. Get out of here.
Get out of here, you stupid
Climb
Owen!
up this rope ladder, and you do see a couple of citizens have come around, and one of them starts to go towards the rope ladder, and she just in a flash takes her sword out from under her robes and just cuts the rope ladder as soon as you are both everybody is up.
Did people fall?
No. Somebody was just one hand on getting up.
Okay.
And
Wow.
you hear some obscenities flung in Yamina's direction, and she's like, come in!
All right.
we follow.
She pushes open a door into the second story of the monastery. Now, 3 of you have been here before. A couple of you haven't. There are this is more of a hallway area, and immediately after you enter into this kind of longer hallway area, and there are kind of a few doors along the side, and Yamina shuts and locks the door behind her, and then you kind of see there's behind the door like a large piece of stone that she then kind of drags and pushes in front of the door. And then immediately takes her sword out and is pointing it at the group as a whole.
Yamena.
Who are these two?
I am Logan Alamani of the Alamani family. You've probably heard of me, of course.
I'm Vinny Darkroot, former archaeologist, current paladin, and very big fan of your friends.
Well, you were an archaeologist? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, that's some backstory we'll get to eventually.
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that, actually. That'd be cool.
Touch anything and I separate your heads from your bodies.
Cool.
Shing.
Good to see.
And what does the decoration look like in this room?
Right here, it's not heavily decorated. It's like stone walls. As she begins to walk through, and you can tell like she has a spring in her step. She is moving. She brings you to a room that none of you have ever been in before. It's not the war room that y'all had been in previously. But she kind of opens it up, and there's a large desk, some bookshelves behind it. Looks like an office. And she says, come in. And then she shuts the door and kind of goes and just sits down. So Micah's dead, huh?
To get to the point.
It's unfortunate we could have used him here. What happened?
Phoenix King.
Micah completed his assignment. We defeated the Phoenix King. You should be proud.
Good. It's not the biggest thing on my plate right now, but that's good to hear. I'm glad he fought well.
I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna take 5, actually, because we just told you that your pupil died, and your reaction is, well, it's not the biggest thing on my plate. I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna leave the room.
She kind of stands up as you're leaving. Do you know how many of my pupils have died in the past few weeks?
No.
More than
I
just
don't.
Micah.
That's cool. I'm still gonna leave. I'm gonna leave.
Yamena, please, what has happened here?
It happened shortly after you left. Just a subtle snow at first, and it grew into this, and people keep disappearing, killing each other for meat, for the little things, clothes off their back. People have died in the streets. We tried to keep order. We tried to help in any way we could.
You are not the leader of this community. Has no one else stepped up?
They've tried. She kind of takes a second and says, after the first week, they killed the captain of the guard. A mob killed the captain of the guard in anger. He was brash and struck first, but it all happened so fast. I've sent people out and to try to find sources for this, where this is coming from. And I've gotten nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean they haven't come back.
So you have no idea what's causing any of this, you're saying?
No. Wish I had a clue.
The people that haven't returned, do you know where they were looking? Because as unfortunate as that is, it sounds like a lead.
Not all of them were in the same place. Some of them went out into the forest. Some of them snuck into abandoned houses of people of interest. But there's no telling where they were lost, because they were all so spread out.
And yet, each individual has gone missing?
Each individual. Everyone I've sent out hasn't come back.
Is it possible you were being targeted in particular?
I sincerely doubt it.
Because it's not just my people going missing. Other people in the city have gone missing. Not every body has been found. It's where all this anger is coming from. People are scared. We've been trying to ration food to those that need it, but people are getting greedy.
Has there been any? Is there not? Okay, out of character. No, never mind. I don't. I wouldn't know this shit anyways. I'm gonna step back on that one.
Hayden, is there any like? Could I go to like a window seal and scoop up some snow?
There are no windows on the second floor.
Okay. Do you have anybody that's able to? I don't know, like within the order, if there's anybody who's able to take a more arcanely focused look at the snow. If not, Thomas and I could be of help there.
We've had people try.
Hayden, would we know if this is like a nationwide? Is Hayden frozen?
Oh, yeah.
Hayden, out of character,
Yeah.
is this like a nationwide famine? Like, is it weird that no other cities would step up and help out Mozeta?
Make a history check.
Sweet. 21.
So, not a nationwide famine, but you're assuming it's only been a few weeks since you left. You're assuming if help was reached out for, it might be on the way. But there's not really any way of knowing for certain if help had been asked for. But you would assume that yes, there would be assistance, provided.
Cool.
Has no one sent aid? Have you?
I think Animus sent a messenger before he passed, but we haven't gotten anything back.
Who all remains with you?
If we did, my order wouldn't be the ones to know about it. We're just a monastery.
She kind of looks at Vidya and Logan as she says that.
Is there anything that we could do for right now in order to quell the people outside?
Melt all the fucking snow.
I think I would like to talk to them, if you'll allow me. To the people outside.
Okay, Alamani. Go work your magic.
I'll try.
So hey, real quick. So the snow is like affecting the city and then the woods around it. Is it like a circular area,
No,
or is it like?
It is the snow itself.
Yeah.
Is only on the city.
Only on the city.
Mm-hmm.
But the cold can be felt from about 10 miles radius into the city. You can feel it starting to progressively cool more and more.
I got you.
Okay. She kind of takes out. She kind of pushes her robe back. You see for a moment this kind of underlying tight black outfit that she's wearing underneath. And kind of reaches and back and pulls and reaches down into a small satchel and pulls out a small stone and beckons into it. Just kind of whispers something. And eventually, after a moment, the door is opened and there is a human man that just kind of like stumbles in a little haphazardly, and that you three, the three that have been here before,
baby,
you recognize as Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I said,
I'm
You're
gonna
have to
go.
remind me. Who's Jeffrey?
Yeah, I don't know who
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey is.
Jeffrey was.
Wait. He's that random motherfucker from the bandit group that attacked us on the way into Zasperos.
Yep.
Wait. Did
'Cause
he
I-
see me put an egg in his friend's mouth and bust the back of his skull out with fire?
He was unconscious. I think he was unconscious.
He might have been unconscious at the moment. I don't know. Regardless, I don't think he specifically saw that. He was either
Okay.
unconscious or in the woods.
So if I'm in the hall right now, does he see me first?
No.
Okay.
You would hear somebody going to, but I'm assuming you're not. Like, where into the hall? Are you just outside the room?
I just went outside the door.
Okay, if you're just right outside the door, you would see him. He doesn't acknowledge you. He just rushes like down the hall. Like you see him just like run down the hall around and then burst open through the door. And he's like,
Okay.
Yes, Miss Yumina. And she's like,
Take this one
and she gestures to Logan.
to the door. Shut it behind him. Open it when he knocks.
He's like, oh, okay. And it kind of like looks around. He's like, he begins to like open his mouth to say like hey to like the three of you, and Yumina's like, go now. He's like, okay. As he rushed out, he is wearing different clothes, like the robes more similar to what Micah wore. And he leaves the room. Logan, you follow?
Yes.
Okay. He walks past the two of you, past Thomas. You kind of recognize him at this moment, but he doesn't acknowledge you still. He just walks with you towards the door you entered, moves the stone, and opens the door, and just says, just knock when you're done. Whatever.
Okay.
And then shuts the door and pushes it. We'll come back to there in just a moment.
Cool.
For the people remaining, Yumina like kind of looks and she says,
Would you mind shutting the door? He always forgets to do that.
I gleefully walk over trying to impress her. Yes, ma'am. And
I'm gonna come back in too.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
And the door's shut.
yes.
But you asked if you could help. You can find the source of this and stop it, but that's the best you can do. But I've got everybody working with that right now.
I was thinking, Thomas, perhaps you and I, if we had some time, I mean, even if we just take a little bit of snow and try to suss out any magical anything from it, maybe that could be of use.
Yes,
I also think maybe if we head to any of the points that your people were going when they disappeared, maybe whatever tried to take care of them can fail to take care of us, and then we've got a lead.
Let's hope so.
Yumena, I believe you said that the city guard was the one that sent out a request for aid?
Yes, it would have been his job. He, again, doesn't.
Right.
Again, to him, we're just a monastery.
I could go to their building, see if they've received any word.
They're in
Perhaps,
utter disarray. After.
well, I do not need their permission to check their belongings.
She kind of laughs.
If they are in disarray, perhaps it is all the better.
Mhm.
Is the... She points to the rock. Is the rock truly necessary? All of this, are they not just townspeople?
If they get in, they will tear this place apart. The food that we have, that we can ration, would be gone within a day. And then everyone would starve.
I understand.
It's rough, I know it's harsh, but they can't get on the first floor, and they cannot get on the second floor.
Of course.
Good luck. You have magic, yes? You both do.
Yes. As well as Logan.
Do you have a way to get back up here? Because we've barricaded the downstairs door.
We shall figure something out.
Okay.
I believe. I have a way. I do not know about the other two.
All right.
I think I can figure some stuff out for some of us.
I may be a dwarf, but I've gotten mad hops.
And I can Monty can carry me because he's a good sport. So
Actually, I absolutely have a way that I can get all of us back up here, I think. How tall is where we're at right now? How many feet off the ground is it?
The second layer, it's probably about 15 to 20 feet up off the ground.
Cool. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Good luck. Let me know what you get out of the thing. I will accumulate a list of spaces that my people were sent.
Would I be able to talk to you real quick, Yamena?
Of course.
All right.
She kind of looks
I'll
at
try to.
She looks at everybody else and says,
Gotcha. And I walk out to the
The door
door.
is barricaded.
I'll turn around and put my fingers in my
staring.
ears.
My office door is not barricaded.
Oh. Dionis is going to very quickly go into the office.
no, you are in the office right now.
Oh.
You can walk right out into the hallway.
She is going to leave into the hallway.
yeah, I'll follow. I want to see if I can find Logan.
Okay. So you all step out. So it's just you and Yamina.
Yes?
I'm not sure how you're going to react to this, and I would just ask that if your instinct is violence, that you do your best to quell that. Micah, in some of his last moments, entrusted us with the weapon that you and the blacksmith had gifted to him. He had a very special bond with Thomas, and I was hoping to be able to turn that weapon that Thomas now carries into something more to keep Thomas safe. And in kind of going over what I had in mind, which I think you would really like and Micah would really love to see, I came to the conclusion that what I would need to do so is an ingot of solidified air. And I know that that is a well-kept secret here. And so I was wondering if there was any way that I could purchase one from you, earn one from you, or...
She kind of laughs for a second.
We don't have any. They are extremely rare and difficult to make. Again, they are a family secret. I could not give you how to make one, but it's not my specialty. We don't have any. If we did, they would be already in use. Though, Jeskar knows how to make one. If you can find him, I would give him orders to help. I don't know what you would need. I didn't take that from my father. So, I can't tell you how much help it'll be. But Jeskar knows how to make one.
Very well. Has he... I don't know if she's already said. Is Jeskar one of the people that's gone missing?
She has not said.
Is Jeskar within the monastery, or is he...
I had to send him out. He's my most trusted. It was a few days ago. And I'm losing hope.
Well, I'll give you my promise that not just for what services he may offer, but for the debt that we owe to you, that we will do everything in our power to get any of your people safe. And just generally try to fix this horrible shit going on in Mozeta. I mean, this is fucked. It's not
very
good.
fucked.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know my brother's not talkative, but he's strong, so I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
Mm-hmm. Also, thanks for taking care of Jeffrey. I was hoping when I sent him here, I was not sending him to his demise, and that he could be of some service, but...
He proved useful. And let's just say he won't open his mouth.
Very well. All right, well, I'm going to go check in with my friends. Thank you.
Logan, you step outside into the cold air. The inside is a little bit warmer. You know, there's torch lights and stuff inside. But you step out into the brisk cold air, and you are on the edge of this, like, pagoda area. What are you doing?
So I stand over the whole crowd.
Okay, so you walk
and I'm
around.
kind of like, yeah. And how's the crowd looking? Like, are they?
They're
still
kind of they're restless. Like you can there's an energy about them as
yeah.
The bald man looks up. He says, "Hey, you get us food."
So I'm gonna try to make a speech to them. So I want to like essentially do that. Like
I was trying to think. Just say what you're gonna say. I'll tell you if you need to roll stuff.
Cool. Sounds good. Listen, your leaders, this monastery, they're doing the best that they can right now.
They aren't our fucking leaders.
Well, they're the best thing that you have right now, other than each other. Right now is not the time to waste your energy tearing down the only source of food that you have, especially if you bust through those doors. Those resources are going to disappear faster than they feel like they're disappearing now. Right now is not the time to do what you are doing. You need to lean on each other and not attack the only help that you're getting. Please, please trust me. They are doing the best that they can right now, and we all need to do the same.
Make a persuasion check.
Cool. I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to get advantage on that.
Okay.
Is that kind of cool?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. 21.
Ooh!
21.
It's very hard because they're desperate people.
I know, yeah. That's why I want to do advantage. Yeah.
You kind of see a lot of them. Like, there's a few that were, like, sitting on the log, and they kind of, like, look down, and they're like... They all kind of start murmuring to each other, and you can kind of see that, like, your words have taken hold. A lot of them are kind of, like... Then the bald man says, "Don't listen to this shithead! He's with them! We know that there's more food back there! He's just trying to disperse us."
What would I have to gain if I was doing that? What do you think? Do you think this is some evil plot? You are clearly a desperate right now. I understand that. You are at a vulnerable point. All of you are. but do not let those emotions control your feelings right now. Trust me on this, it will end even worse for you. Many of your fellow citizens are dying. They are dead, possibly gone, missing. And you cannot let that affect you and lead to even more death. You need to come together, solidify as one, and just stop taking it out on these people who truly are giving you the best that they can do. I know that bird lady, she's a bird, right? Out of character? She's a bird?
Yeah, she's a bird.
Okay,
She,
yeah.
if you don't remember, she
Yeah.
she is like pink feathered, kind of like flamingo like, with a yes, she's a humanoid bird.
I know this bird woman is really freaky to look at, right? I mean, it's like, it's snowing right now. Where are we? The tropics? Looking for laughs, looking for laughs, looking for laughs.
Nobody is laughing.
Wait. if Logan rolls a nat 20, can we get a chuckle?
We'll see. We'll see. Finish your speech,
Okay.
Logan.
Okay, yeah. Trust me, there's a better path to take than the one of emotion and violence and anger and eventually failure.
Make another persuasion check. This is contested against the guy.
Okay. I also, how can I, would it be possible for me to use magical guidance with this? Like spend 1 point and like re-roll a failed ability check? Would that be something that we can do?
Is that an ability that you have, or are you just asking if you can spend spell slots to influence your rolls?
Oh, that's an ability I have. Magical guidance. Yes.
Let me...
I don't know if it's wild magic or just a sorcerer. Let me see.
Well, let me look.
Yeah. It's a 5th level.
5th level. Oh, that's Atasha's ability. Hold up. Yes. That is why I'm not familiar with it, because it is the Tasha's Cauldron ability.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, shameless plug, is one of the best 5th edition books I've ever read, so...
It's
Is
awesome.
it really a shameless plug if we don't get any money off?
Yeah, no.
Shameful plug.
I think it checks out. I don't know if there's a difference between contested and ability check, but
right,
that's like the big thing here.
Yeah, so roll first.
Cool.
I will tell you if you would like to, if you could use the sorcery point.
Got it. That's a 9.
Would you like to use the sorcery point to reroll?
I'd love to do that.
Okay.
I would love to do it. Okay. That's a 19.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
For a total of...
That's 19 is the total. It's a dirty 19.
Oh, no.
That 19 is filthy.
Gross little.
Okay. So you kind of say these things. And people are kind of like looking, they're all looking to the bald man to see what he's going to say. And he looks up. And he says, "Fine. Bring us food and we'll leave."
Okay.
At this point, would everyone who left Yemena's
Not yet.
office...
Not yet. I'll let y'all know what you were doing.
Okay.
Okay. And I turn around and I walk back.
Okay. So you go back, you knock. The stone is, as you are all leaving him in his office and kind of chilling in the hallway, walking towards the thing. You do hear a knock on the door, and Jeffrey kind of pushes the stone aside and opens up the door, and you are able to make it back in, and then he pushes the stone back.
So I got them to back down.
Monty, you're not here.
I got them to back down, but the bald guy wants some food for right now, and I said okay that I would bring them food because I think if I was gonna say no, then they probably would have maybe killed someone. But that's that. I think it was not that bad. It's not really that bad, truly.
We all have rations among ourselves. I believe we should have some to spare. If we do not solve this, none of us will eat. So perhaps it would be best for us to give some out to the people as well.
I want to put my hand on Logan's shoulder and be like, they were banging down a door to destroy the place. I think you did a really good job. Like, I just want to say, like, for the record, you nailed that. I'm proud. Look at you in the eyes. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, holy shit, man.
Thank you. Okay.
It's about this
You're right.
time. Monty
right.
walks
You're right.
out of the office. At Monty and Buddy leave from the office.
Monty, I saved us. So I need some food. Should we get some food? Maybe.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm just saying that to everyone.
Does anyone have the Goodberry spell?
I had Goodberry at the very beginning of the campaign.
Yeah.
You could tomorrow.
Can you change out your cantrips?
Oh, is Goodberry a cantrip?
Yeah. No, it is
No
a
idea.
It's first level.
Anyway, good work, Logan. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do like the I'm down to give up my rations though. I think, we've been eating well enough for a while and these people need some food.
Yes.
Great.
So how many ration kits are you collectively giving?
How many people were out there?
There were about 20 people out there.
How many ration kits do each of us have?
Each of you may roll a d6, and that is how many you have on you. Because we don't really keep track of that, and you guys bought supplies to leave, enough rations to leave from there to there. You have probably a little bit left over, so we'll see how many.
I got 6.
I got 6.
I got
That's
1.
12.
I got
13.
3.
16.
I got 4, so that's 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes. Perfect.
So
Do we want to
that would be
give
all
up
of your food, correct?
Yes, but we've also had rations for the day, I'm sure.
Yes, you've eaten today.
And I can take Goodberry for tomorrow.
By the way, I didn't know that Goodberry was a druid spell. I do ascribe by this rule that I found online that you do need the sprig, or there's a material component.
Mistletoe. Yeah.
Mistletoe.
I'm looking right now.
And I ascribe to the rule that the spell consumes that, so you actually need the mistletoe in order to cast the spell.
Okay, well, we just have to find mistletoe between now and then. It's not that hard to find.
Yeah, not too bad.
I just wanted to get that off. I just wanted to let y'all know because I thought it was only a ranger spell.
So we can't do a Goodberry factory unless you have a ton of these. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, mistletoe is a parasitic plant, so I mean, any tree that's
Hell yeah.
Also, we're in Christmas land right now, so this should be pretty.
It's nice. Yeah. I would like to go out there and personally hand, at least some to the bald man.
So are you getting down from the second story? Are you guys?
I will. Yeah.
Okay. How are you getting down? Are you just jumping down?
Oh, that's a great point.
So I definitely do have a surefire way to get up. I do not have a way down. It's 20 feet, right? And there's snow.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump. Let's
Okay.
try it out. I know the law.
Make an acrobatics check.
Sure thing, baby.
Right, really fast before we start jumping off the building. Would you be all right with me using Thorn Whip and like holding it there and using it as a rope to climb down?
Thorn Whip, by the context of the spell, it doesn't stick around. So I kind of think is like it flies out, wraps around, pulls, and just kind of like decomposes as the magic leaves it. Right. So it doesn't stick around long enough to do that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Actually, though, everybody jump on 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So good for that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, 1, a 2, and I've got my weaving fork out. 3, and as soon as we jump, I will hit some runes, and I will I'll do a little swoosh of the weaving fork. It kind of like sonic wave goes underneath us, and then opens up to kind of cushion our fall. I'm going to cast Feather Fall.
Yeah.
Good job preparing that.
Yeah, I've had that prepared since like session 1, and I've never used it.
So you all
That's
kind
great.
of jump off and then just gently float to the ground.
Hell yeah.
So you go around.
All right.
Froze. Hayden froze.
Oh no.
Who is heading?
Do we go back and?
So you come on the all of these citizens are just kind of silent, like waiting for you guys. You come around, they're all kind of like looking at you.
And is Alabaster just like a standing horse skeleton, like in the and we're like,
not even.
No, Alabaster is behind as well. He seems to be currently untouched.
Gosh, seems to be. It's like we see like this one half is like fine, then he like
It's gonna come around to the other side, and it's just bones. Who's handing out?
The skin is still there, but all the innards have been taken.
Who is handing out the rations?
Yeah, I'll go to the ball man.
Okay.
I think we're all
I think
handing
I'll do
them
it.
out, right?
Yeah. Sweet.
All right. Thank you.
Be sure not to eat these too quickly. Your stomachs might have shrunk over this famine, so like you might have to get acclimated to good food again, like large chunks of food again.
I say as I'm passing out
Very
apple slices and caramel.
A couple of them kind of give you like looks of like, fuck you, man. A couple of them took that as like you were trying to crack a joke, and none of them were down for that.
Oh no, I'm so
They
sorry.
didn't say anything. They just because you're giving them food, but they just kind of like that, and you hand it out, and they kind of open it up, and
Yeah.
a couple of them you see like really like kind of dig in and start, and then have to like control themselves to try to like slowly take bites, and then like get enough and close it off. You see a couple like there's the older woman hasn't even the one that you first talked to hasn't even touched any of it. Is just kind of holding it, and she immediately like turns and walks off deeper into the city, and slowly the crowd disperses.
I'd like to talk to the bald man. Like I will go up to him myself. My name is Logan Alamani, and thank you for listening to me today. And here is your rations as promised.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm sorry things are like this, but
Yeah, I am too.
of course, that we're going to get to the bottom of this.
People gotta eat. I'm
Of
just
course.
trying to do what's best for the people of Mozeta.
And I respect that. All right. Well, I'll see you. You might see us around for the next few days. So stay safe.
Thank you. If you've got anything else, I know Marion has a person staying with her. Took some people in. I know Beds and Beef has a few people that are staying there. And
And before we leave, do you
Mariah, not Miriam. Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Do you happen to know any? Have you seen anything suspicious besides all the snow? Have you seen? Do you think there might
as
be...
you start to say that, he kind of like looks up and he says, "Make a persuasion check."
Okay. 24.
My wife went missing, but I don't know what took her. I haven't seen anything. People just start disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting parties. People tried to go hunt in the surrounding woods, and they never came back.
Right.
Was there any change in their behavior? Your wife, before she went?
No, she was out trying to gather food or something. We were both just trying to make it through. You know, it was about the second week. We had been fed up with being inside, and we were running out of food, and we had to find something. And we both went out for the day to try to come back with something to eat, and she never came back.
I think it would be best for the time being if you and the rest of the villagers were to stay into groups. As best as possible.
That's what we've been trying to do. You notice that there's a couple people still kind of hanging out here, waiting. But even the hunting parties, those were like armed people, guards and such. Back before they stopped even coming out. There's only, I think, a couple of city watch left. But fuck them, man. They did not handle the situation right.
Mm-mm.
What's new?
Thank you for being strong, and we will get to the bottom of this.
Okay. He kind of walks off, and the other two people get up, and they follow him.
Oh my lord.
Right. So, where do we want to start?
I want to start by casting Identify on the snow because
Ooh.
Identify, I learn whether the object is being affected by spells, and I learn what spell it is, or if the item was created by a spell. I learned what spell created it, so I might learn some spell.
That's awesome.
So I'll pick up some snow and I'll be like, "Hey, Gerald, lick this." I'll cast it by having Gerald lick all the snow.
Okay. Are you ritual casting this? Are you taking the 10 minutes to ritual cast it? Or
Yeah. Gerald's gonna like really, it's gonna be the slowest lick. Like his tongue's gonna get stuck to it like in
Christmas
a
story.
lot. Yeah, like in Christmas Story. It's gonna be a whole ordeal.
Okay, hold up. Okay. So, you pick up the snow. You do find out it was created by a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Not a spell. But it's like you know what this spell is, and it tells you like you kind of tap in and you find the magic that it was created by, but it's still. This is on a larger scale than what that spell is capable of creating.
Mm-hmm.
This was created by some, you assume, from what the magic and what you gather out of how it was created. This was created by some variation of the control weather spell.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll turn to.
But you kind of know that like when you pick it up and you cast and you identify the magic, the parameters that the spell has are not the parameters of what is happening right now. The spell only lasts for 8 hours and is only a 5-mile radius. This has lasted for weeks and is covering an entire city. But it was created by, the closest thing is the control weather spell.
Okay, then I'll turn to the group and be like, whatever's going on here is intentional and powerful. This snow was created by a spell, but whoever's doing it, the scale, the breadth of what's going on here is outside of anything that I personally recognize. And the fact that it's been going on for weeks, somebody is doing this intentionally, and whoever is doing it is either extremely powerful or has access to things of extreme power.
Hayden, would I know, so if this is created by essentially like a spell, would I know if that necessarily means that it is like a wizard, or would there be any like entities or creatures I would know of that can innately like do this magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Sure thing. Fucking dirty 20.
There are plenty of creatures that have the innate connection to the ley lines that can innately cast. You have one in your party, you know. People and creatures have had innate connections to ley lines in the past. But something like this, if you're thinking of this in terms of what has created it, either it is a creature with an innate connection to an ability to control weather, of which you don't know, or it is some sort of, you would assume it's either that, somebody who knows how to empower spells to put them way beyond their normal abilities, which is also something you don't know of, or it could be artifact magic item based, which is also something you wouldn't know anything like that. So your options are, it's a creature with an innate connection to weather, it is somebody who knows how to empower spells, or a creature that knows how to empower spells, or it might be connected to an artifact. Those are the three things you kind of are able to brainstorm.
Who's in charge of the city? Is it surely there's something besides the city guard?
So, Mozeta is a smaller city. It doesn't really have its own local government, aside from the city watch. Like the watch and the guard and the government, the local government, are kind of, from which you would know, heavily entwined. But you're not really 100% certain of how the government of Mozeta works. But you know that it's not like, there's not like a duke of the city or something, you know. It's self-run a lot, just ascribing to the greater laws of the Kingdom of All.
I am of the opinion that this is perhaps not an arbitrary occurrence. It's likely that this is happening for a reason. And if that is the case, finding out what that reason is will lead us to who is doing it. Hopefully the city guard might have some information on that front, as well as some information on the lack of aid. So I think that might be a good place for us to start as well.
Agreed. And I think maybe the goal was to get the people to rebel against their leaders. Maybe the goal is to thin the population or get the city guard down. So maybe someone is planning a bigger attack. It's very confusing. And I haven't been here before. Is Mozeta known for certain things? Perhaps are there resources that people might want from Mozeta, or certain citizens or powerful people maybe that's why they weaken the city? I'm not sure. So
for whatever reason, there seems to be this impression that their cows lay eggs. But beyond that,
that's big.
Beyond that, I have not heard of anything or seen anything in particular. Granted, this was where we first encountered Tillard, the man who had kidnapped Thomas.
Mm. Okay.
Right. Well, I wish there had been some way to leave Alabaster with Yemena.
Same.
So,
Do we trust the bald guy now? We could let Alabaster, like, as a testament of faith, you know, that he won't.
He's gone.
Well, I know, but we can find him.
Maybe, I mean, we did find that clearing some magical.
Yeah, that works too.
I believe the
probably just put
DM
him
said
there.
it would be safe for a horse.
No, I think we should carry him around.
I think we
Another
should give
person we
it to
have
the
feed.
starving man who is about to destroy a church. I think that's actually the best course of action right now.
But there is also the beds and beef.
We could try beds and beef, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if
What if he
they've
does-
got something.
What if he does like weird experiments and then Alabaster's laying eggs all the time? Like I'm nervous about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That might be a starvation issue.
You're right, but Logan, would you be comfortable with that?
If it's what we have to do for the team and to make Alabaster happy, totally.
That's awesome.
We can just kind of untie him and kind of let him just walk around until we come back.
Oh, that a free range horse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
So what are you doing?
Be free, bud.
Beds and beef. Let's head to the beds and
Yeah.
beef.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did you untie Alabaster?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're taking him with us.
Oh, you're
Oh, we're
taking him with
taking
you.
him, yeah, we're taking him.
You just said be free, bud, and I didn't know if that was
Be
you saying
free.
You wanted to walk up and just. Okay. So you're going to the beds and beef first.
Yes.
Okay. So you pass through the city. A bit of nostalgia for a few of you, as you're kind of seeing the parts that you ran through on your first entrance into this city. Eventually, even passing by the candy shop, the Sweets and Treats, which is kind of, has the doors shut, and chained, and no torchlight coming out through the windows, just kind of seemingly closed for now. You pass through, going through, walking by the sewer entrance where you first entered the city, eventually on to the Beds and Beef Inn, the medium-sized inn. Again, this is a nicer looking exterior than the other two places you've stayed in the last few times, Logan. With this party, it's a bit of a nicer interior, a little bit better than the Gilded Goose, but you do find the Beds and Beef Inn with a sign painted on the door that says "No more rooms, no more food for sale."
So it's just "and" now.
So no more rooms, no more food. Is the door, like, can we go in?
Sure. Yeah.
Are there still drinks?
You push in. The thing is, there's a couple of people sitting in different places, just kind of, in heavy coats, just kind of holding cups and sipping out of them. Just kind of, there's probably what you're assuming is ale there. And you do see a dwarven man up at the front who his name's Andrith, that is the owner of Beds and Beef, as he comes in. And you all see, and he looks up and he says, Aye, can't you see the sign on the door?
Vidya is gonna come up and try to make a nice gesture in Dwarven, and just say, "Do you have any We don't need beds or beef right now. Do you have any ale?
Responding in Dwarven. I got
Yeah.
ale. I can give you ale.
Cool.
All right. He kind of looks at everybody.
5 ales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do you have craft ale?
you have coffee.
I have ale. Be lucky I have that.
Is that a no on the coffee situation?
I have ale.
Wine.
Oh,
Dionysus
Look at
can
you
lean into
go.
Monty and say, "Do you think he has ale?" Very
We
quietly
tried eating
under-
all the coffee
under her
beans.
breath.
Make stealth check.
Oh fuck. Oh boy.
Oh.
Can we take this guy? He's a freak who performs experiments to make cows lay eggs.
That's a 12.
If you don't want my fucking ale, don't stop in my establishment.
It's fair.
You didn't even know if we wanted ale. The first thing you said when we came in was "get out." So like,
This man is running an establishment where he is housing people who are starving and freezing to death. I am sorry, sir. We appreciate the ale, and I will be
course.
happy to pay for it.
You're paying for it, yeah.
Of course. I'll show him.
We tried to eat the money too.
you're paying for it. I'm gonna pay for it. You're paying for this, right? Yeah.
There's agreeance, not a questioning.
I'll go ahead. I'll put the payment on the counter.
He gives you 5 mugs, half full with ale. Just
I know they're not full, but we got to ration.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know from the sign that you don't have room for people. Is there anywhere around here that you know of that we could stable a horse?
kind of looks.
I got room on my grill if you want.
All right. Well, that's.
Perhaps it would be best for us to
Oh
take Alabaster with us.
my. Jeez.
Turn to Logan and be like, the first time we were here, he was pretty chill, but he's like,
Yeah.
Are you trying to say that stealthily?
I guess.
Okay, make a stealth check.
All right. All
Oh
right.
my gosh, this guy's got ears.
Could we like?
I got a 16 though.
Oh.
He still seems to like perk up at what you're saying, and he says, "Sorry if I'm not happy-go-lucky with everything that's been going on recently."
Sorry, I just don't know how to talk to bartenders anymore. So far, I'm like 0 for 2. So I'm all, you know what? I'm gonna take 5 again. I feel like this is happening to me too much. I think there's something wrong with me at this point. So I'm just gonna step out, bud.
All right.
I'll step out and I'll hang out with Alabaster.
Okay.
So there is an abundance of abandoned homes. Realistically, if we found an abandoned home and just squatted in it for the time we are here, and then left as soon as shit was fixed, that's morally okay, right?
Why don't you have that discussion in character?
That's morally okay, right?
Let us take Alabaster with us. I am not comfortable now, especially given the attitude of some people, with leaving him unattended.
Yeah.
I think it might be morally okay to stay in abandoned people's homes. Just not to sleep in their beds, maybe just sleep on the floor.
Why do we not cross that bridge when we get there?
We have like tents.
Is there a bridge between here and the house next door? I didn't notice.
There is a
Wow.
bridge between
Wow.
here and 12 hours from now. It is the middle of the day. We do not need to rest. Let us go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I overstepped my boundaries. So sorry. Dionysus. So sorry.
Let us go. Dionysus is gonna leave her ale and just go outside.
I turn over to Logan. She's so cool. I'm so sorry for upsetting her.
Ooh.
Dionysus.
Okay.
Is that the druid?
Do I have to say that stealthily too? Shit.
Is that the druid one?
Dionysus has already left.
Okay.
So you head out. Where are you going now?
We're going into the building belonging to the guards.
Guards outpost.
City watch.
Of course. All right. So it takes a bit of trudging to get through to the guards outpost as you come up and the place is in disarray. There's broken parts of the outline of the outside. The door is kind of hanging off a hinge. It does not it's a guard's barracks that you kind of assume where you're at, and it is not in good shape.
Is there anyone? Is there signs of anyone?
Not on the outside, no.
Dionysus is gonna go and try to open the door.
Okay, it easily pushes open. Kind of some of the light from outside coming in. Is then immediately you kind of see out into the center. There's a couple of people in armor. You see like exhausted, like their faces sunken in a little bit, and they both kind of immediately like reach for swords as you begin to like push in.
Come now, you do not have the energy for this. We have no interest in fighting you all.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
Can I help? Or
you did not do anything to help, so.
You're so right. Yeah, you're right.
Can I help works for stuff like investigation checks when that's easy,
Yeah.
but for persuasion stuff, if you hop into the conversation and you do something that is beneficial, that's when I'll call for help stuff.
Yeah, that makes
Going
more
to
sense.
be a flat 19.
Flat 19.
Wow.
They both kind of are getting up, and they slide their swords back in.
The two of you might do better if you simply went and rested a bit. You both look cold.
We have to keep watching.
There is nothing to watch.
Yeah, you got that right. As they both kind of like look at each other, and one of them kind of puts their hand on their stomach for a second.
Have either of you heard any information about any aid for Mozeta?
No. The Animus tried to send some stuff before he passed, but nothing came.
Are his quarters here?
They were.
Where?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go. And just scrounging around in the captain's quarters.
You will not mind.
Make another persuasion check at disadvantage.
It's going to be a 13.
Sorry, it's protocol. We can't let you in.
All right. Dionysus is going to step outside and turn into a spider and then crawl back into there.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing as Dionysus turns around and leaves?
I'll follow Dionysus out, and I guess I'll just wait outside.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I might do?
What are you doing?
If I see Dionysus transform into a spider, I'm going to Yeah, Monty, you're an intelligence guy. I'm gonna turn to Monty and be like,
Hey, you hop in there too, and I'm gonna go. Before I do this,
I can cast invisibility too, and I don't think I want to try my luck with that. I cannot stealth.
okay, then before I do this, I just want everyone to know, I'm sorry, I lied earlier. Alabaster was not just moving really fast. I cast a spell on the horse, and I'll make myself invisible.
Okay.
What? And he just left us?
Thomas, like a little bit of smoke kind of gathers around you for a second, and then poof, you're gone. So you follow the spider in. I need you to both make stealth checks, please. Thomas, yours is at advantage.
All right. I should probably pull up the stuff for spiders.
Yes, pull up a spider's stat block, please. I will also pull it up.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 9.
So as you're crawling...
These guys are super attentive to insects.
As you're kind of crawling around, you're going in through the thing, and you're crawling around, and you pass by the guards, just kind of trying to hide like near their feet, because you kind of have to walk in front of them to get into like the further hallway into the barracks. And one of them is like, you kind of are looking at them as you're going, and you do see one of them's just eyes and head are kind of following you.
Okay.
And just kind of exhales through their nose and just keeps sitting. Okay. So, but they get past these first two guards. Where are you going? There's a long hallway with doors, plenty of doors. It's a fairly larger building, and you don't really know exactly where stuff is in here.
Dionys in particular is looking for like an office of some kind. It's
Okay.
likely that the captain of the guard doesn't just have like a room, but probably has something to maintain information.
Make an investigation check.
Can I give the help action because I'm like actually rooting around with
Actually,
them?
both of you make investigation checks, please.
Okay.
This is one that I think it makes more sense that you're each doing investigation.
Right. That's going to be a 9.
Dang it, I'm really good at investigation too, but I only got a 13.
Okay. After about 45 minutes of looking into different rooms, kind of going in, you do eventually come across an area that has a nicer like desk inside of it that you assume to be the office.
Dionys is going to drop her beast shape.
Okay. So after you like get into the door, Thomas, as you shut the door, kind of behind you, if you're shutting the door.
I probably wouldn't.
Okay. So you just kind of open it up and it swings out.
Oh wait, it was closed to begin with.
It was closed, yes.
Oh, then I would reclose it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
The gunk. It clicks. The latch clicks just a little loud. So you drop your B shape. You are now back into Dionys. You are in this office. It looks like abandoned, basically. There's maybe some like ink and inkwell and some stacks of paper on the desk, but other than that, you don't see a lot.
Dionys is going to be searching through the stacks of paper.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Can I also?
Yes, you can assist Dionys if you.
Yeah, I'll just help out if they
Okay.
come and try to...
I would prefer for you to be doing that.
Okay.
Because you're going to have a better investigation than I.
So make an investigation check with advantage. And what are you looking for specifically?
Any sort of letters, correspondence with the capital. stuff like that, or even any information. Maybe there's a log from the captain.
Okay.
How do they keep records here? In any way?
Yeah.
You would assume so.
Right.
Somehow.
I'm looking for any letters or anything that like looks like it knows what like that it maybe anything that could give us a lead. For the record, I rolled a 19 for a total of 27 because, as I said earlier, I'm pretty good at investigation.
So you look through, again, there's not a lot. You're pulling out drawers, kind of looking through stuff, and you do eventually find a small bound binder with some parchment in it. As you open it up, you kind of see on the inside it's labeled as Outpost Updates. And you kind of flip through it. This is the only thing you've been able to find, and it just seems like this is a collection of different handwritten daily updates from each of the outposts that followed out of the main roads. But other than that, you don't find any drafted letters, any actual correspondence between Umphalos and here, or any other city and here.
Okay, so nothing outgoing that didn't get sent.
No,
type
the
deal?
only written thing you find is the collection of outpost daily records.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tuck that in my robes, and be like, all right, Dallas, this is the only thing I found. Let's try to skedaddle on out of here.
As you say that, both of you hear footsteps down the hall, drawing closer.
I never dropped my invisibility, for the record. Okay.
Dionys is going to duck under the desk.
Oh wait, can I? Oh wait, I can't have two spells going at the same time, can I? Although I could cast it at a 3rd level.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to let you know that you can cast it on more people if you cast it at a higher level. You also only have about 5 minutes left of invisibility.
Would I have time before the footsteps reach the door to drop mine, then do both of us?
Yeah, that would be the part of casting invisibility. Would be dropping the concentration on the other. It would take one action, so you assume you have time.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna hide under the desk, though.
You see Thomas flicker into existence for just a moment until, boom, back to you are now both invisible under the desk, and the door then very shortly after just kind of opens up, and you see one of the sunken-faced guards just kind of walk in, look around, make a stealth check, please. Both of you at advantage.
I got 7.
I got a 13.
I rolled a 2 and then a 3.
Oh no.
So Thomas, you're kind of he's looking around, kind of watching, and you kind of like are sitting, and you look over, and you see that you left one of the drawers open, and you just kind of really subtly, carefully slide it back closed without a sound, just as he's turning around and then looks at the desk, and kind of just goes like, huh. Okay. And then leaves the room and shuts the door.
What did this man roll?
Low.
Okay, that was scary. Want to get back to that whole skedaddle on out of here thing?
How long will this enchantment last?
This is going to be in effect for an hour. So if you want to keep snooping,
let us take full advantage of this.
All right, perfect. Let's do it.
The rest of you, it's been about an hour. What are you doing?
And I haven't heard any commotion.
You have not heard any commotion.
So I'll turn to Monty and be like, you made, buddy?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Is he the first, like, automaton or whatever that you made? The automaton guy?
Yeah.
Do you think, like, I understand, like, the aesthetic of him being kind of looking, like, big and, like, bulky and stuff. Maybe, is that, like, did you have a kind of a concept going into it, like, design-wise? Because I think you could probably, like, embellish here or there. It's, you know.
I don't think I respond.
Did you hear me?
Hmm?
Did you hear me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Video, what are you doing while that extraordinarily awkward conversation is happening directly in front of you?
That was a great
so-
cut.
At this point, has Monty told me about like the ley line thing?
Nope. Logan
Nope.
And
Neither
Vidya,
of y'all know.
Logan and Vidya, you guys do not know about the ley line.
Okay. And we're just chilling outside of the guards' outpost
Mm-hmm.
in the cold.
Mm-hmm. Unless you'd
I
like to be somewhere else.
I turn to you and says, "Look, I'm all cool with the cold as you guys, but I would like to be somewhere else."
If y'all would like to go somewhere else, I think I'm gonna stay here in case I hear any commotion.
Well, no, I'm gonna stay here out of obligation. So, okay. Oh, I forgot you were here. I just
watch
found you
this.
for one.
Wait, watch this. And I'm gonna go ahead and do burning hands, I believe it is, with the gloves.
Okay.
All right.
Like-
Where?
Just like out, like to the sky, I think.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
You get, you kind of watch as the two rubies on the gloves glow for a second, and then boom, fire comes out of the ends of his hand. Like, you create like a pyramid with it, and then fire, a little ball of fire originates right there,
Yeah.
drawing out of each of the rubies. They glow. Fire comes out of either side, filling the ball in the center, and then it shoots out as it fills up the air, and it like a flash of heat you get for a second, and then it's gone.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can teleport with these.
Wow.
Pretty awesome.
Do it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do it because what if I have to?
All right.
So do you have a last name, Monty?
Crest.
Are you related to? Are you related to? I think her name is Ravane Crest. She's in the whole hometown. I trained with her for a little primary school.
No, I don't think. I mean, unless it's like a distant cousin.
It's a CR.
You're very talkative, aren't you?
So, if that's how you're spending the hour in a crazed, cold conversation,
You cold?
we move on back to Thomas and Dionys. You are in the throes of this stealth mission. You are in this office right now. What are you doing now?
Alex, do you have any particular way that you want to approach this? Because this was kind of my great idea, but I mean, at this point, go ahead.
If you got something, go for it. I don't have anything.
If it's not in his office, I think that they should do a pretty good search of living quarters, which will probably be nearby to the office, I imagine.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay. It seems ridiculous. Maybe they have a file room or something.
Oh yeah,
they must take reports of arrests or drunken disorderly conduct or something.
So go ahead and make an investigation check, each of you.
Okay.
This is what we call it. This is a natural 20, baby.
Hey, big
Yeah.
natty.
Hey.
Because I got I got a 9. What's with me and these 9s today?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that Thomas, that nat 20 makes up enough for it. You guys kind of are you kind of check the general area, and you do find some living quarters. You saw barracks that had like double beds, but this is the only room that had like single beds. But there is not a lot in it. There's maybe like a closet where you see like some older armor, kind of pushed towards the back. But other than that, the room is pretty empty. So I also say that check I will let you dig through this with that. Which is why you find nothing. The room is empty. You can't assume that it's the captain's quarters, like the actual like room that he would stay in if he needed to stay at the thing. But eventually you don't. But there's nothing in there. You eventually do look through the rest of the guards' quarters until you do find kind of near where the like cells are, the holding cells that you would assume would hold people until their actual punishment. You do find another room that seems to just have like a lot of shelves, a lot of bookshelves on them. But weirdly enough, there are no papers or nothing of the sort. There's like maybe some like crumpled up things, but there's nothing like, the shelves are not full. It seems picked clean and in disarray.
Do you think it is possible they burned these for warmth?
That would not surprise me at all.
It is that, or maybe someone is trying to hide something.
Do you think?
Yes?
Oh, I was just going to say, do you think these guards know anything about it?
I don't think it is possible. They do not seem willing to share, though. You saw how uncomfortable they were, even letting us look in the room of a dead man.
That's true. This is kind of a harebrained idea. But, I mean, we're invisible right now. We got some time left on this, right?
You probably have about 40 minutes left.
Okay, we got like 40 minutes left of this. We could pretend to be ghosts and haunt them into giving information. We could be like, I know what you did. It's me, Captain. Whatever. And like scare them. Give them a good to reveal themselves. I don't know.
I am not sure how effective that would be. You are welcome to try.
I'm not gonna lie.
To the side, and if you need help, I will help you. But you might kill them. They look that close to death. They might be dead.
They were extremely starved.
They're so hungry that scaring them is gonna kill them.
No, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be like, I feel bad about it, and maybe this is playing into how I've changed recently, and maybe I need to chill. But now that I've said it, I kind of want to do it. So,
I just mean that I think it is not just the snow. I wonder if something is affecting the attitudes of these people. This behavior seems uncharacteristic of Mozeta. No?
Yes. As a matter of fact, Dionys, if you would like, the Identify spell, I can cast it upon creatures. And only thing is I have to touch them. And when I cast them, identify on somebody. If there are any spells currently affecting them, I learn what that spell is.
Let us do that.
All right. Should I do the ghost thing first?
Just so you know, casting Identify will drop your concentration. Or it will pull you out, not drop your concentration, excuse me. If you're ritual casting it, that will drop your concentration. Just casting it, do you have a pearl worth 50 gold pieces?
I don't think so.
And you would not be able to just cast it.
Yeah.
Perhaps then we could ask that of some... We could find someone who is less antagonistic.
For sure. In the meantime, let's go do this ghost thing.
All right, you have convinced me. Let us do it.
Yay.
All
What
right,
is this?
so we're going to go.
Yeah. What was
So
the
you-
captain's name again?
Make a history check.
I got a 14.
Alright, I'll tell you. I'll be nice. His name was Animus Odris.
Animus Odris. Okay.
Okay.
So I want to grab like some personal effects on the desk, and then I want to
There
go
were no
back.
personal effects on the desk.
All
It
right,
was
then
an
I'll
inkwell and paper.
grab some shoes from the room, and I will.
His armor. You can his armor.
I absolutely am gonna pick up the honor. Dionys, you're brilliant. You're a natural ghost. And then I'm gonna pick up the armor, and I'm like, this is gonna be so awesome.
This is so fucked up about it. This is like really toxic behavior.
I think Thomas is like a bad person now. I'm scared.
So you come down the
This is
hallway.
Dark Thomas.
You come back to that main lobby area. The one that wasn't talking is no longer there.
But there's one there.
Or the one that talked to you at the first point is still there.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna.
You see, they're sitting sunken, like you see themselves like trying to keep themselves awake. Just
Okay. I'm going to use prestidigitation to make it.
That'll pull you out of invisibility.
Will it really?
Casting a spell or making an attack pulls you out of invisibility.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Unless
You're
casting
right.
like greater invisibility.
You're right. In that case, I'm going to really loudly, like, walk down the hallway, like footsteps approaching, and then make it like really, really, really fast. This is close, and then I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Does that freak him out?
Make a deception check.
Sick. 17.
Okay. He kind of like on edge a little bit, like looks towards the hallway.
I'm gonna start shaking the armor like rhythmically, like getting like the metal.
Is this
And,
the
like-
point where he can see the armor?
No.
Okay.
I just want him to. I want him to come into the hall.
Shink. Okay.
Dionys is gonna grab some like pillows and blankets from the adjoining barrack rooms.
Okay.
Cool.
He kind of gets up. You hear a couple of footsteps, and you kind of hear him peek around, and he sees the armor. It's floating there.
I'm gonna like shake it a little bit. If I breathed on the armor, would it like fog up?
Are you breathing on the armor?
Yeah, if I'm invisible, sure, I'll
Sure.
breathe on the back, see if it fogs.
It fogs a little bit.
I want to write, "You let me die."
Oh my god!
So you
I want to scare him into talking.
make a deception check.
Oh, this is.
He's just
With
the guy
advantage.
doing his best.
I got a 15.
You let
He
me.
goes, please leave me alone. Not again.
Again?
As he
I'm-
then like falls into to his knees.
I'm gonna put. If I touch him, I won't drop invisibility, right?
No.
Okay. But I don't want him to grab me.
In that case, okay. So what's up, Dennis?
Okay. So she was like standing in the barracks off to the side, holding the pillows to like what she was planning was she was going to come out and be like, ooh, and like swing everything around like poltergeist style.
It's really good.
After she hears that, she's going to kind of just like throw it back on the bed, and she's going to like, can we see each other while we're both invisible with the same spell?
Nope.
Okay. She's just going to come out and she's going to kind of like grab the hand of the armor, like the gauntlet.
Okay.
Going to pull it forward and just like touch it on the guy's shoulder, but like in a really gentle way.
As you get closer to him, he was muttering as he fell to his knees, and you just hear him just go, wake up, 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 just to himself as you touch him, and he doesn't seem to react.
She's going to like gently stroke his head. I don't know.
I like it. I like it. I like it. You are not dreaming. Oh, wait, no, I can't cast magic. You're not dreaming.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Just let me sleep. Just let me sleep.
I will never come back. I will stop haunting you forever, but you must. I just want to have one last conversation with you.
Make a deception check.
That's Christ.
Oh, damn. I got a 10.
Kind of like, wait, who are you?
I'm a lost soul. I've been cast around, just waiting. I want to pass on. I can't.
Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
I know
what
you did. I know what you did.
You kind of see him like put his hand on his sword. Just leave me alone, please, please.
Mortal weapons don't work on me, you fool. What did you do, you naughty boy? You naughty little sycophant, what did you do?
He pulls his sword. He is like, there are tears running down his face. And he pulls his sword out and he just starts swinging it in front of him.
Can I throw the armor off?
You got a natural 1, so it doesn't hit. He's just swinging at you. What are you doing with the armor?
Well, if he was about to hit me, I would throw it in front of it.
Okay. That's what you do is like you push the armor up as it just kind of scrapes across the armor, and he just, go away, please, please, please.
Dionysus is going to reach out and try to approximately put her hand on Thomas's person and just tap him. D20. Okay. That's going to be a 3.
You don't.
I think even
eventually it takes a few pushes, but you do eventually feel Thomas.
I was gonna say even
screaming
still
and crying. He's gonna make one more attack. Does an 11 hit Thomas?
Me? Yeah, it does. Okay. I want to be starting to whisper to Dionysus, like, yeah, I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think this got away from me. I think this really got away from me.
You take
and I'm gonna get
7 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
I need you to make a concentration check.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's just a con save, right?
Constitution saving throw for me, please.
All right, I got a 2, so I assume that.
So he cuts, and then, boom, boom. You are both now standing in front of him.
Great. Diana's cast Shillelagh, and she's gonna smack the guy in the head.
Oh man!
Roll the hit.
Okay. I might have to, depending on how I roll on this one, I might have to put this dice away. Oh no, that was great. I did great hitting that guy. Poor guy. It is non-lethal. I'm saying that right now.
Okay, great. What did you roll to hit?
So that's going to be a 22.
22? Okay. That hits. Roll damage.
All right. That's going to be max damage, 12 damage. Non-lethal.
You appear, he looks at both of you, opens his mouth to say something, and then just poke with the back of the staff. You hit him in the skull, and he just falls against the wall, unconscious.
Dionysus, that was awesome. Your reflexes are, I know you like do magic, but your reflexes are like crazy.
He is unconscious.
I do not think we should.
But you do notice he is still like struggling to breathe in an unconscious state.
Okay. Dionysus is going to.
You did non-lethally try to hit him, but there is the element of he is a starved man that you did just inflict a head wound on.
Oh God, you make a good point. Dionysus is going to reach down and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. I will say that does not knock him out of the unconscious state, even though it should. But I will allow you not to pull him out of the unconscious state and just kind of.
No, I'm okay if it takes him out of unconscious. It's
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure, but I'm saying if you would like to try to not make him unconscious with this and just try to ease the pain a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's going to be a 7 in total for healing.
Okay. Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. That is a nat 1.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of, you put the thing and you see his cheeks kind of fill just a little bit as he awakens again and looks at you, both of you.
I am so sorry. That got entirely out of hand.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Please don't kill me.
Oh,
no. God,
no, dude.
Goodness, no.
Chill, man. It's fine. We're just gonna go. If that's...
Look, Dionysus is gonna go get the blanket and the pillows.
Okay, he's still, like, not moving. He's just, like, in a state of shock.
Okay. Oh my God, we might have killed this man on accident.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Dionysus is going to straight up, like, tuck him in.
Uh-huh. He's not resisting. Every time you move towards him, though, and you, you touch him, he does, like, flinch, you know?
Dionysus is going to say, look, you should remain here. Seriously, you should rest.
Okay.
Have you gone to the monastery? Have you gotten any food? When was the last time you ate?
2 days ago. 3
All right.
maybe.
We will
4.
try to return to you. We will get you some food. All right?
Okay.
Just sleep. Where did your companion go?
To rest for a while.
All right. Stay here. Okay? Go to bed. Sleep.
Okay. He closes his eyes, but you still hear that, like, scared breathing. Kind of just trying to...
I have 10 caramel left, and I'm gonna go, hey, Matt, I'm hungry. I know this isn't, like, really nutritious, but, I don't really need these anymore, and I'm gonna give him all my caramel.
Kind of like put it in his hands, and he just still doesn't move.
Dionysus is going to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with Diana.
So, you walk out. What are the few of you doing? You guys did hear like a thud from inside.
I'll be saying but you don't want to leave during low tide because that pretty much just get you stuck in the sand, and that's just not really what you want to do. Are you?
No, yeah, I said I know. Right. I said I know when you first.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you don't know. I didn't say that.
Thomas and Dionysus, you guys leave into that conversation.
Brett, you are muted.
Logan,
yes.
Can I tell you a dwarven expression, actually?
What?
Shut the fuck up. Just a little bit. I'm trying to be nice. I love you. You're great. Great human being. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye, Logan. Logan. I'm waiting.
I can't see you.
Okay. Well, let things be quiet. Monty obviously is the strong, stoic type that needs some time to themselves, and I was hardly able to get a word in. So
You said you agree. You said yeah. You were saying stuff.
a single word. Yes, you're correct. Multiple, rougher time with those. Phrases were hard. Okay.
Oh, hi, you guys. Hey.
Oh, hey, yeah.
How'd things go?
Terrible.
Yeah, I think I did some damage to I was just trying to do like a boyish prank, and I really
Oh, I have lay on hands as a paladin. Who needs healing?
No one.
no Diana's had it covered.
Oh, okay.
Monty, do you want to read this ledger?
What happened in there?
We didn't find anything of use, and I believe we have traumatized a man.
Oh, emotional pain.
Oh yeah, I should have clarified. We were invisible and tried to do like a ghost.
Why? Why do we
Because-
keep fucking doing this? These people are in pain here. Why are we just tormenting people wherever we go? We're heroes. We're good people.
It seemed like it might be fun. It seemed like it might be something that could be entertaining and perhaps be a moment of relief of some kind.
Yeah, I was coming from a place of, I thought based on the fact that they had burned their records that they were hiding something and there was a conspiracy and maybe the gods were connected to the snow, so I was trying to get some information.
Okay. If y'all think it was the call, then
It wasn't. It was a mistake. Let's just go. He needs food. We can get food and we can get information from Yamena. She was supposed to be putting together a list for us, so we can continue our investigation from there. This was the only thing we got from there was a ledger. All the other information, any sort of files, there was nothing there. Sorry to make you wait in the cold.
it's okay. That's what we're here for.
It's okay. I learned a lot about Logan. He's got a lot going on.
Just a lot of trade stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Here. I pick up a leaf off the ground and say, "Here, I'll trade you." Because we're doing trade, yes?
Oh, wait, I get it. Doing money? I'm not going to give you money for this.
No, I want 3 chickens for this leaf.
This is insulting.
Okay. I don't believe in money, so this is just where I'm at right now. Sorry.
You're heading back
Okay.
to the monastery, correct?
Yeah.
So you begin to trudge through the snow, thick, 2 feet tall snow, back towards the monastery of the Giving Bird, and that is where we're going to go ahead and end off tonight's session. Thank you everybody for watching. As always, watching as Thomas and Diana traumatize a poor starving man. No.
Alex was trying to be silly and fun. Sue me.
It was a silly and fun moment. But yes, thank you everybody for watching. I hope we see you all back here next week. We'll be here, most likely, unless something terrible happens, which would suck. So I'm not going to put that in the universe. Yes. But no, we'll be back next week with more Jest and more Quest just for you. So until then, bye-bye everybody.
Bye-bye.